Hey, what it do? What it do? It's your girl Riah X. You know what I'm saying, and I'm featuring on the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey Radio Show, bitches. And I got some interesting shit to tell y'all today. And the first thing I'm gonna start off with is Mr. Kyrie Irving. So Mr. Kyrie Irving is getting slammed by Mr. Stephen A. Smith on not taking the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I feel people should have a choice. You know what I'm saying? Have a choice as to whether they want to take the vaccine or not, you know? And I feel that everyone should have, it's not even just the vaccine. It's I feel that people should have the right to be able to say what they want to put in their body and what not to put in their body. And especially if they're not quite sure as to what is actually going into their body. What does this actually do? You know what I'm saying? And Stephen A. Smith was just bashing him, saying that I don't know exactly word for word what he was saying, but he basically was bullying him on the internet. And it's like, whoa, why are we bullying folks on the internet? We don't need to bully folks on the internet for, shit like that. And my thing is, I don't understand like why it was necessary for him to get bullied like that. And it's like, what does that have to do with sports? You are a sports news anchor. Like, what does that have to do with anything? But my point is, honestly, Kyrie Irving has given a lot to his community, has donated a lot of money, and has done shit to help his community. And I feel that it was unnecessary, and for them to bash him about or pressuring him to take the vaccine.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Everything NBA, and for today's video, we got
Good Lord have mercy. Just heard that Kyrie Irving was on Instagram Live. Try to let it go. Try to leave it alone. Ain't about disagreeing. Ain't about vaccines or anti-vaccines. You know something? I'm just going to wait until tomorrow morning. I think somebody told me, because I didn't see it, somebody told me that he said that he hopes that the media plays what he actually said live on Instagram. Okay. Take a deep breath. Think about all the other stuff that I got to talk about. Just when I was going to let it go, he's making news again. So I will see y'all tomorrow morning on First Take. I have a lot to say then.
So that is it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you didn't, feel free to dislike. But anyways, subscribe if you want to see NBA related videos every day.
Okay. First things first, I want to start off with the fact that in schools, we're not being taught our actual history, our true roots, and as to where we come from. That's one thing I want to start off with. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Tennessee actually bans public schools from teaching critical race theory in the mid-national debate. And they're talking about showing white privilege. And my only comment on that is I feel that everybody should be entitled to know where they actually come from, not no bullshit, not no other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get straight to it. And I feel that with certain things, you can't hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide the truth to kids or none of that shit. And one thing I want to mention is in 2000, 36.2 million of the population is Black people. You know what I'm saying? And then all the way from 2010, 13% of the population was Black. And then in 2019, it was 46.8 million, which increased to a 29% increase. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people, the reason why I'm bringing that up is majority of the population is us. And I feel that with that being said, I feel maybe in schools that they should have a separate curriculum, not a separate curriculum, but a separate history class for each race. You know what I'm saying? I feel that everybody needs to be taught actually where they come from and not fed unnecessary shit that's not true. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for my people, and everybody's all for their people. It's not on no racist shit, not on no racist or prejudice shit. It's more of the fact that, hey, yo, we need to know where we actually come from. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, like, come on now. Like, that's just how I feel. I feel everybody should be entitled to learn their true roots and where they actually come from. Guys, the GOAT MC, Eve, baby, from the Rough Riders. My baby girl is pregnant. She is pregnant. She looking gorgeous. She is doing her thing. Shout out to Eve. Shout out to the soon to be baby. I am so proud of her. I'm so happy for her, and many blessings to her. You know what I'm saying? She is the GOAT. She is the OG MC. She is one of my favorite female MCs. She's actually my number one if you really want me to go there. But yes, shout out to Eve. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her family. Shout out to, you know, all the people supporting her. Shout out to, you know what? Just shout out to my females out there. You know what? You know, having their shit together and, you know, just doing bigger and better things. So during the week, there was a house party in Woodstock, and there was a 14-year-old that died at this party. I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't want to put the blame on nobody, but I will say this. When I was 14 years old, I wasn't allowed to leave the house. You know what I'm saying? Now kids is going to parties. Kids is over here motherfucking doing the goddamn most. Earlier today, I was talking about how kids are able to do a whole lot of things that my generation wasn't able to do. Like, as of right now, there's a lot of young kids wearing, you know, just revealing clothing. You see kids smoking weed at a young age. You'll see kids just doing all kinds of crazy shit at a young age. And it's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Where this generation has come to. I feel like all these kids don't really know what life really is about. Have y'all actually been outside, touch the trees, smell the air? You know what I'm saying? Go play in the park. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, all you see is kids on the phones. All you see is kids motherfucking wanting to do what grown folks do. This generation right now is being showed to grow up fast. And that's not how it was during my generation. Everybody wanted to be a kid. And I feel this generation needs to go back to that. Kids need to start being kids and stop growing up so fast. Now, y'all see my face, right? Y'all see my face, right? Yeah, y'all see my face. A motherfucking Amazon driver. Yes, an Amazon driver. This motherfucker was up. Yo, this nigga was literally in a motherfucking bathroom stall at a motherfucking, basically like a clothing department. And he had a blonde wig on, right? He had went in there. He had a camera, a pen that had a camera in it and was recording girls getting changed in stalls. Who the fuck let this man up in, like, you couldn't tell that he was a female. I mean, he was a male, you couldn't tell, like, posing as a female. Like, I could literally, you know what? I'm finna show y'all the picture because you could clearly see that this man literally looked like a man, and he was up in there trying to, you know, be a peeping Tom, and that's what he was. He was a peeping Tom, and he got his ass caught. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Amazon, you starting to look bad, bro. You starting to look bad, bro. Step your game up, man. I don't know what's going on. Y'all need to put a little bit more restrictions on your drivers and your employees, baby, because these motherfuckers out here doing some crazy shit, man. They about to have y'all fucked up. You feel me? Well, Mariah made her way onto the television because, you know, sometimes I'll sit there and, you know, watch my little shit when I feel like it. But anyway, I so happened to come across, I don't know if y'all motherfuckers know, but this girl right here loved the goddamn Purge. I loved all the Purge movies. I've watched every single one. So apparently there is a Purge series. Yes, it is a Purge series. And the Purge series is kind of like the movies, but it's like basically dragged out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It gives a little more of a story and shit like that. It's just a little bit dragged on. And that shit right there, I believe it's on Peacock. Let me double check because, you know, Riah don't like to give the wrong information out. So Riah finna tell you where she watched the goddamn Purge series on. So let me get that for you. There you go. All right, hold on, y'all. So exactly. See, I was gonna tell y'all this anyway. I feel kind of, you know, I feel kind of slow right now, you know, smoking their weed and shit. But anyway, the Purge series is on motherfucking Peacock. I don't know if you guys know what Peacock is, but you can get Peacock on, you could get it on the app, you could get it on your phone, you could get it that. If anybody got Roku TV, Fire Stick, you could get the app and just, you know, watch it from there. I mean, it is totally free. You don't have to pay for premium to watch it. They actually have 2 seasons on there. But the shit is really fucking good. Actually, the funny part is the original release on this was September 4th, 2018. And it has stopped airing on December 17th, 2019. I guess a lot of people wasn't really fucking with the shit because they used to the movies. But honestly, I sat there and watched it a little bit. It's actually pretty good, y'all. I hope you guys take a look at the Purge series. It is on Peacock. It is the shit.
Purge commencement is now only 15 minutes away.
We all see the way you get passed over for partner.
Person can only take so much.
We're making a deal with the devil.
We're taking the devil's money. We're gonna do great things with it.
Good leader saved me, showed me the true path. You might make a big investment in your company.
The city's about to turn into hell.
Sometimes purging is the only answer.
It is my right.
This is the deal of a lifetime. We can change our lives.
What is wrong with you?
We help the sinners release their hatred.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Blessed be America, a nation reborn.
So there was some petty ass shit that went on the internet, and guess what? Mr. Drake is not fucking with Mr. Kanye West on the Instagram no fucking mo. No fucking mo. I don't know exactly what the fuck going on. You know how Drake and Kanye West always had a little beef as to who dropped first, who got the most fire album, that type shit. So apparently Drake was like, you know what, fashionista, I ain't about to follow you on the gram no more. You already got enough goddamn followers, and I don't need your ass to be on my page no more. That's what he said. He said, I'm tired of your shit. I ain't gonna follow you no more. because you sitting here talking shit about me, and I'm about Tad, bro. I'm Tad, bro. Bitch, I'm Tad. So there was this TikToker, right? And he is 21 years old. And he is out here selling human bones on the internet. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I first seen the shit, I was just like, what the fuck? But apparently, you know, he be getting the bones from like universities and stuff like that. But the one thought that came to my head was, how did you even have access to getting these human bones? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just crazy to me. And I was, as I was, you know, reading this shit, it was saying that he was selling these bones to like doctors, people who are in school studying it, and just like, that's about it. Like, he wasn't like just selling it like to like weirdos or some shit like that. But I was just trying to figure out, like, bruh, you out here selling human bones. It really looked like you out here killing motherfuckers and shit. Like you a goddamn psychopath and shit. That shit is creepy as fuck, my G. You know what I'm saying? That shit is creepy as fuck. And on top of that, you 21 years old. And I was just like, ooh, like, what made you want to sell bones? You know what I'm saying? And apparently the reason as to why he wanted to sell bones was because he was very interested in that type stuff. But at the same time, like, it really looked like to me, hey, yo, bro, you out here killing motherfuckers and shit? Fuck going on here? Like, that shit, I was like, huh?
Why does the 6 to 7-year-old have a tag on it? Because they all have tags.
TikToker selling human bones online sparks debate. A massive ethics debate has been sparked after a TikToker went viral for selling human bones via his account. John Pishaya Ferry has sparked controversy after he used his TikTok account to advertise his osteological supply company based in New York City. The 21-year-old may have over 500,000 followers and 22.1 million likes on the platform, but his videos of bones including fetus skulls have not been appreciated by everyone, with some viewers questioning how ethical it is to sell human body parts. Ferry, known as John's Bones, displays his collection of bones from his home, selling the bones online and posting videos discussing the science behind them. On his website, Ferry sells ribs for $18, while skulls come with around a $2,000 price tag.
Why does the 6 to 7-year-old have a tag on it? Because they all have tags. At my job, itemization is a big part of what I do. Each skull comes with a custom tag with a custom number. This is for everything that comes into the showroom. All these tags link back to our database, where we have information on the skull, the biological profile, where it came from, what period it's from, and any other information that might be helpful on knowing about the skull. Every skull in our store goes through this process, so this is how we keep track of things.
Well, my man's Mr. Young Thug, you know, he done, whatchamacallit? He done did a little, you know, a few interviews here and there, you know what I'm saying? And in the middle of one of his interviews, he had mentioned that he's going to do a collab with Mr. Lil Wayne. And you know, Lil Wayne and Young Thug had they past beef and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see a bunch of grown men realizing that it's about business. There's no need to be having no beef and none of that extra shit. Like, it's about the business. You know what I'm saying? Make a little shmoney here, make a little shmoney there. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the bag. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, like, I'm so happy that they crushed their beef. They about to come out with some dope ass shit. I don't know exactly when the release date is going to be, but I do know it's in the works. And be on the lookout for Young Thug and Lil Wayne's collab album. Hey, yo, they trying to get my man Snoop Dogg out shit. So my man Snoop Dogg, he had posted a video on Instagram. It was a video of a man. He was on top of the JP Morgan headquarters. JP Morgan is the shit of Chase Bank. It was in New York. There was a man on top of the building. It was a viral video. So the man falls from the building to the ground while climbing the bank. And he is being sued for $150,000 for posting this video that was on freedomnews.tv. So them motherfuckers ain't playing with him. They like, hey, yo, you think you could just use my viral video like that? Well, you got another motherfucker thing coming, because you ain't about to post no shit without posting my link in the bio, because this is my shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's no particular reason as to why the man, was climbing the building and fell down. I'm pretty sure it was a suicide attempt. Well, that shit was crazy as fuck. And apparently the reason why they're suing him for that is because it was an anti-capitalist violating the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. So those of you, when you use somebody else's content, beware that you need to put their links. You need to, should give them credit for their own, content. But I'm sorry for my man Snoop Dogg, man. Like, why they had to do my man Snoop Dogg like that? You feel me? But I hope the situation gets cleared up. And, my man Snoop Dogg got money, so he ain't worried about it. So my man's Logan Paul recently had a fight with Mr. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather, fuck you talking about. So yeah, so he had a fight with him, right? And he was talking his little shit, you know what I'm saying? Every fighter be talking their little shit before they about to fight, you know what I'm saying? And so apparently he said that he thought he was going to die when he was in the ring with Mr. Floyd Mayweather. Honestly, I'm pretty sure like Floyd was just like, yo, I'm not about to like really put my hands on this young kid, because Mayweather's a grown-ass man. He's been boxing for years. He's a vet. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why Logan Paul would say like, yo, I thought I was gonna fucking die. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, nah, man, I already knew like right off top, Floyd is not that type of party. When he fights, it's more, I would say his defense is better than his offense. You know what I'm saying? So it's a more blocking and, I wouldn't say dancing around the ring, because I ain't trying to diss Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Floyd Mayweather. But it's kind of like, using technique. He uses more of a technique instead of trying to knock a motherfucker out. Like, for example, when Mike Tyson was fighting back in the day, he would immediately knock a motherfucker out. No hesitation. You know what I'm saying? There was not to diss Mike, but he already know that's what he was trying to do when he was fighting, but there wasn't really no technique. So I can see what he's saying, how he felt he was going to die in the ring because, he's more or less experienced than Floyd Money Mayweather is, you know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that he was not about to, knock this man out, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to boxing, I feel boxers need to have more technique instead of worrying about trying to get a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to boxing? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I do understand where he coming from. And I think it's more or so because he felt he was a less experienced boxer. All right. So Mr. Jay-Z, he invests $19 million in marijuana software company. It's called FlowHub. So FlowHub is a cannabis point of sale company, to where it's a point of sale company that's based out in Denver, Colorado, and it has helps monitoring transactions. It helps see the analytics and complying with state cannabis laws. And more than 3 million weed transactions and over 1,000 businesses. It says over 1,000 businesses over a dozen states each year. And my man's Jay-Z is putting that money into cannabis. And my thing is, what I think about cannabis is a medicinal herb. You know what I'm saying? It helps out with people who have eating disorders. It helps out people who have fucking anxiety, depression. It helps with all that. It takes all that away. And on top of that, for people who are, I don't want to say sober, but for people who have a lot of social issues, or they have trouble, like, you know, really coming up with creative ideas into, you know, just whatever field they're in, that smoking cannabis really opens that up for people. So shout out to my boy Jay-Z for you know, investing money into the cannabis industry. So y'all know previously on the Riah X show how I was talking about, what's the name? Goddamn Kanye West. Motherfucker was like, hey, yo, I'm the coolest nigga on the planet. I'm finna change my name to Ye. So this motherfucker, he said that he was gonna change his name to Ye, and now it's official. You can't call him Mr. Kanye West no more. His name is goddamn Ye. You feel me? He is not playing with that ass. His name is goddamn Ye now. I can't with Kanye, man. That's my man, though. But shout out to Kanye, you know what I'm saying? Showing that, hey, if I feel like changing my name, shit, I'm finna change my name, shit. I don't give a damn. Who the fuck gonna tell me whether I can change my name or not? You feel me? So drugs being sold legally. Now, you know my ass was finna talk about this shit. So, for example, a lot, when you go to the doctor, or when you go to the hospital and some shit is hurting, what do you get? You get prescribed some drugs. You know what I'm saying? And some people get prescribed Percocets, Xanax, this, that, and the third. Those are just examples. This, that, and the third. And it's like, I'm just trying to figure out how psychedelics, for one, are specifically shrooms, which is a fungus, and we are a fungus. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't understand how hardcore drugs that are mixed and compacted with a lot of chemicals and shit is easily prescribed to people, knowingly that it's possible for a person to overdose and die off the shit. Like it just doesn't seem right to me how that's perfectly okay. But a lot of states don't legalize marijuana, and it's a medicinal plant. You know what I'm saying? And fucking shrooms is a fucking fungus. Like, why would that not be legal if that comes straight from the earth? It's not compacted with other chemicals and shit to kill you, like certain shit that you would get. Like, for example, they try to talk about how cocaine and ecstasy being sold on the streets mixed with fentanyl and all this shit killing other people. What about the drugs that's being prescribed in fucking pharmacies every day to people? Do they talk about that? Do they talk about how that's killing people every day? They don't talk about that, do they? And it's not even just that. It's like a motherfucker on the street. You know how like they be catching people on the street selling drugs and shit. Oh, you gonna catch him on the street just because it's not being prescribed by a doctor, but it's the same shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's some fucked up shit going on, family. It's a lot of fucked up shit going on. And I hope someday they fucking legalize shrooms. God damn it. It is a psychedelic. It's a natural herb, and it's good for the body. It will not kill you, and it won't cause no harm. You have never heard no deaths. The only way for somebody to die off shrooms is if they have a bad trip. If you have a negative mindset, it's not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? But how many times have you heard somebody die off of marijuana? Yes, you can overdose on fucking marijuana and like probably pass out, sweat or some shit, or probably feel like throwing up. But that's just because you're dehydrated and you're hungry. You're not about to die. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, It's just crazy to me how all these drugs are legally being sold every day and it kills people every day, but we can't have a medicinal herb be legalized. Well, it's your girl, Riah X, and I do want to shout out RSC Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to RSC. Make sure you cop your merch. There's some new bucket hats out available. Make sure you go ahead and check out the link tree. It is linktree/Dizzy Hendo. Make sure you check that shit out. Make sure you follow him on the Instagram. It's Dizzy Hendo. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say to y'all. And shout out to the Honorable DJ Meta Monkey. Thank you for having me on your show. And it's your girl, Riah X, and enjoy the rest of your day, motherfucker.